Hello everybody, how's it going? And welcome to the answers video for the questions that I asked, I believe it was last week when I was kind of sick. I am feeling better now, so that's good news, except for that like hiccup thing there. And that one there. So yeah, I'm feeling a lot better, which is great. And you were watching RuneScape footage because more or less I just got off work. It was quite a long day, very tired. And this is easy just to record over. I don't have to think about anything like strategy or anything like that in like Supreme Ruler or some other game like that. Though I'll probably be playing AoE later with some friends. Who knows? We discovered a mod that's pretty fun. I might do some recording of that if we play later. If not, I'll record it next time we play. We're usually pretty active with playing that together because it's about the only thing we really have together. But anyway, this is the answers video to the questions that I asked. So I have a list of questions. Didn't get too many, but I didn't expect to. You know, when I hit 2K subs, I might do it again, just a quick one, answer it in the comments. Probably do a giveaway or something too, who knows. Depends. So what do you guys want? Leave a comment. What do you want to see when I hit 2K subs? Giveaway, question answers again, something special? If so, what? You know, just let me know. Give me ideas. You know, it's still a little ways off, but it's coming eventually, so to kind of give me some ideas. Anyway, first question. I'm just going to say out these questions and kind of go through it that way. I don't really understand putting a whole ton of editing into like an answers video. It's just people asking questions. They just want the answers to it. So, whatever. Anyway, first question. Can you make a tutorial of Supreme Ruler 2020? I have, sort of. I made a two-part tutorial series. It is currently, the tutorial is the third most viewed video I think on the channel right now. It overpassed the North Korea episode a while ago, but it has quite a few views. The second part has, you know, a couple thousand, but yeah, the first part's like at like 16,000 or some ridiculous number. So I have made one. However, it was a basic tutorial, very skimming the top of everything. I'm thinking about maybe doing a short tutorial series, doing so many episodes, and basically each episode covering in-game one tab. So one tab on the circle thing to the left. So like production, land, and all that kind of stuff, and going a bit more in depth and explaining it a little bit better. So there's some things I still don't even understand, so I'm still kind of working on that to fully figure it out. As well as an episode on setting up a game, what everything means, and that kind of stuff. And yeah, so in the future, that will be coming. When? Not totally sure. Probably not that much longer. So, you know, look out for that in the future if you've been looking for something like that. So, hooray. Otherwise, though, if you just want a basic overview, it's a long overview because Supreme Ruler is a very complicated game, but it does give you the very bare bones basics so you can go in and actually play and figure everything out. So, next question. If you could be a dictator of any country, which would it be? Any dictator of any country? Well, I don't know. I'd say the States, but at the same time, I don't know. I have nothing against most people from the States, but I don't think I'd want to be dictator of that mess. You know, I'm sorry, people from America, but your political system is an absolute train wreck. So I really don't want to have to be involved in that, unless I'm allowed to. If I'm a dictator with absolute power and I can fix everything, then sure, probably the United States to try and fix it. Otherwise, probably, you know what, Germany, screw it, let's just try it again. But this time less death. I'm not going to be Hitler too. I just, that's not me. We'll annex by being too friendly to them. Well, technically I could just dictator Canada and do that, but you know what, I'm not totally sure. If I have absolute power, the United States. If I'm kind of like Soviet Union in the later days, where I have, you know, I'm have a shit ton of power, but not absolute power because council, then I'm not totally sure. To be honest, I have no idea. Alright, next question. Will you play other games? Other games being what exactly? If you mean other games, like other strategy games, like I've been uploading some AoE stuff. I was uploading some Total War stuff a little while ago. Some Civ 5 strategy stuff. Possibly. Excuse me, more AoE videos will be coming. I've just kind of been really lazy with recording them, so I'll probably record more now, especially where we have this new mod that we're trying out that's pretty fun. But yeah, so yes, I will be. How frequently? Not really sure, but I will. And if you mean just variety content in general, my other channel, Next Gen, link in the description, has variety content, Console Minute. I do game reviews, first impressions, some gameplay stuff, top 10s and all that kind of stuff. So if you want that kind of stuff, subscribe to Next Gen and go there for sure, if that's stuff you're interested in. Next question: will you redo any old series? Specifically, this comment said Serbia. Maybe, but not right away. South Africa, for my 4-year anniversary, 3-year anniversary, 4-year anniversary, I redid because it was the first series I ever did. I never finished it before my file got moved over and screwed around and deleted, and doesn't exist anymore. So yeah, I never completed that. So I kind of wanted to go back and actually finish what I started. So that for sure. As things kind of get older, I might go back and do some series. Maybe if I run out of countries as well, might start redoing some old series. Because there's only so many countries I can play as. So who knows? So the answer to that is maybe. Not 100% sure on that. Next question: could you play multiplayer? This is a question I get a lot. People on Steam ask me, people on YouTube ask me, people on the Facebook group and stuff. My answer to that is probably not. Multiplayer for Supreme Ruler, even Ultimate, is excruciatingly laggy. Even with a good connection host, it's not the greatest thing. It's kind of frustrating with the lag. I can't, I want it to run smoothly. The lag just drives me insane. So it pisses me off enough where I'm just turned off of the concept entirely. If there's a patch for like Ultimate released in the future that like fixes the lag in multiplayer, I might do Ultimate. I know that's never going to happen ever with 2020, so probably not is my answer to that. Just maybe put that to rest. I'll just send links of this video and be like, skip to this amount and you'll see my answer to that question. But yeah, probably not. I'll play multiplayer on other games that aren't shit. Well, that aren't shit multiplayer-wise. Supreme Ruler is pretty decent single-player-wise. Like, I play a lot of AoE, if anybody wants to play some AoE. What else do I play? If you play RuneScape, feel free to add me on there. You can see my name in the bottom corner. So if you want to add me there, cool, that's fine. Do some bossing or whatever, maybe, if you play RuneScape. Other multiplayer game, I don't play that much. I don't really play a wide variety of stuff, really. I'm very much a 1 to 2 game at a time person, and I'm very much an MMO player. I always have been. When I left RuneScape, I hopped on board with like Guild Wars 2. I played that until I got bored and came back to RuneScape. I played WoW for a little bit when I got bored of RuneScape and just came back. So very much I play a lot of the MMOs and stuff. RuneScape is my go-to. So yeah, I don't know. Anyway, next question. What series do you have planned in the future? I don't know. I never have anything really planned out for what I want to do next. Every once in a while I'll be like, oh man, that'll be really cool, and once I do my next series I'll do that, but usually it's just kind of like, okay, this series is over, what am I going to replace it with? And usually I'll ask you guys for suggestions, and they generally do help. For example, I'm probably going to do Macedonia in the future, just to reunite the Byzantine Empire, because that's been a pretty hefty request. Another American state has been a hefty request. Another African or South American country or South Asian country has been a high request. So, likely I'll try those in the future, but I could not tell you or nail down what country I'm going to do next. Next question. Would you play Victoria 2? No. I will not play Victoria 2. I have it. I've tried it. It's too complicated for me. The only, technically, Paradox grand strategy game that I've ever enjoyed, ever liked, ever bothered to really get into is Supreme Ruler. I guess because I play one strategy game religiously, I enjoy and play other strategy games by Paradox religiously as well. That's not actually true. Supreme Ruler is probably the most complicated and biggest learning curve game that I actually play. As far as other strategy games, I'm quite light on them. Total War, Age of Empires, Age of Mythologies, those kind of ones, the Ensemble, the more mainstream grappling ones like Civ. I play those, but anything crazy complicated like Victoria 2, I just will not touch. I have no interest. I don't have the time to go in and learn these grand strategy games again, because the learning curves are absolutely retarded. So I'm not. So I will not play Victoria 2. Sorry. Next question. Will you play Empire Earth? I've looked into this. A lot of people have requested that I try Empire Earth. It looks simple enough. At least I think it was 2 that was recommended for people new into the series. It's supposed to be the easiest and the most hand-holdy, help you along your way until you're good at it kind of one. So, and I've heard like 3, I think it was like absolute shit, which is the most recent one. But I've heard like the second one is okay for new players to get into, and the first one's fun, but you should get used to it first, because it's not as hand-holdy, obviously, because they didn't really, back then they didn't care about grabbing onto a mainstream. They had their niche, and that was it. But anyway, yeah, in the future, I might. The thing is it's not available on Steam. It's only available on GOG, and I have no credit on GOG right now. So it's once I get the money together to be able to put it on GOG and buy it. If it was on Steam, I'd buy it and play it right now. But I don't know. Rise of Nations was another game that I tried and I really enjoyed. So I'm trying to get used to that one too. Anyway, next question. What is the meaning of life? That's a very good question. 42. Next question. What is the mass of a tachyon? Technically, tachyons they exist, but they don't. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure tachyons essentially are more of a theory of something that is faster than the speed of light, and they don't really have any hard evidence of that. So technically, scientifically speaking here, nobody knows. Nobody knows. So there you go. That's the answer to that. And I did not look that up. Next question. When is your next live stream? I've been sick. Haven't been able to do live stream. I've also been working quite a lot since my manager is actually in Germany right now, so I picked up a lot of shifts at work. So, I haven't had more than, half a day off in, 2 weeks now. I'm off tomorrow and Wednesday. And those days I plan on doing absolutely nothing. Not a damn thing. I'm just going to sit on my fat ass and play video games, because fuck it. I worked my ass off the past couple weeks. So, not sure. Once he gets back on the 10th of March, I'll probably figure out what days I've got off, plan one, and we'll do one in March. So, sometime in March. You'll know in about a week-ish. Next question. What do you do for work? Well, I guess I kind of said that I worked in the last question. I do a couple things. Most of my income right now is working part-time at a store called The Source. Excuse me, god damn it. A store called The Source, which used to be Radio Shack, to anybody that knows Radio Shack. So essentially the same kind of deal, but, modernized. So Radio Shack was bought out by Circuit City in, 2006. Then Circuit City went bankrupt in, 2008, and then Bell Canada bought The Source in Canada and turned it into a store for them. So we sell tech stuff, electronics, and all kinds of weird stuff online. But we primarily do cell phones for Bell and Virgin. So, yeah, that's essentially my main job. I also do film. I don't make that much money, if any, off of film. It's more or less kind of become a backseat hobby, because there's just no way for me to move forward at the current time in film. I can't afford to live on my own without working, so I can't afford to live on my own while I'm working. So I'm kind of in a dead spot right now, and it kind of sucks, but I gotta do what I gotta do. So that's that. That's what I do for work. Next question, do you have a Skype? Yes, I do. If you want to add me, my Skype name is in the description of the video, and you can add me. Cannot guarantee I will, might check though, because usually if I'm on Skype, I'm either chatting with a bunch of friends that I play AoE with, or I'm at work. I don't turn my Skype off ever, so it's always online, so I may not be there. Same with Steam. A lot of people talk to me. I'm at work, can't answer. I get back, they're offline. I'm like, okay. So that's why I don't get back to a whole bunch of people. Sometimes I'm just not in the mood to talk, especially if I just got off work like right now. I'm really not in the mood to talk to anybody right now. I just kind of want to chillax. I got a pizza, because I didn't eat like all day. So I got a pizza. I just want to eat my pizza, play some RuneScape, and, chill out for the evening. So, yeah, but if you want to add me and chat, that's cool. Go right ahead. It's in the description. Next question. What's your favorite game ever? Fuck. That's a hard question to answer, actually. Because there's a lot of games that hold quite a lot of meaning to me, and then there's a lot of games that I just find really fucking fun. I really should just do another top 10 favorite games and just kind of go through the list there. And I might just do that. Vying for top 3 are Star Wars Battlefront, RuneScape, and I don't even know, Black Ops 1, I guess? Though Destruction Derby should also be on that list, because that's a fucking phenomenal game, and it's hard as hell to find. I'm trying to find it again. I managed to find an emulator that works with it, so I've been kind of playing that to kind of, squish the craving, and I'm working on a review for the game, too. I'm trying to go as in-depth as I can, even though it's a racing game, so it's not going to be that in-depth. It's a racing game from the N64 era, too, so yeah, it's got to be pretty shallow because there's not much there to dig. This is the game, this is what you do, it's fucking fun, play it. That's essentially the whole premise, but, that's a hard one to answer, and that's going to be a hard list to make, and, yeah, I don't know. I really, honestly, can't answer that question right now. I'd have to do some more thinking about it. Subscribe to Next Gen. Now I want to work on a top 10 favorite games list. You'll be able to see it. So there you go. Link is in the description. Next question. Apple or Android? Android all the way. PC all the way. No, not a fan of Apple. Do not want to have anything to do with them. I work, like I said, at the Source. We deal with Apple all the time, and a lot of their stuff towards us and their warranties and stuff. And hell, I've talked to some reps from there. They're very shady and very rude. And Apple products, I don't know. I can't. They're too easy to break, too easy to brick. They're really, the main thing with Apple, I find, is at least on their computer side, not so much the phone side because they have competition, so they have to be better priced, but on the Mac side of things, with their computers especially, they are grossly overpriced for what you actually get. You can build what is in a MacBook Air for like half the price of a MacBook Air, because they're like, what, $2,000, something retarded? Like, it's too much money for what is offered. I understand there are some programs that are really good on Apple, and I 100% agree. I think there's some great programs on Apple iOS, or not iOS, but Apple's, technically iOS, their operating system. Like, they have some pretty wicked programs and stuff for editing and for audio and for, all kinds of cool stuff. But I can't justify paying that price when I can get the same thing on PC for considerably less. So that's my whole stance on it. It's like, I don't, somebody comes into the store with an Apple product, they're looking for an Apple product, I'm like, okay, that's fine. That's your choice. That's whatever. And it doesn't matter to me. All I care about there is selling you something. So, I just don't really care. But myself personally, I would never buy an Apple product just because it's just overpriced. I couldn't justify it. Next question. Will you ever consider having a ritual session by worshipping a plum? Now, we're talking about a demonic plum, because this matters. Trust me, this matters. Is it a demonic plum, or is it an angelic plum? Am I doing a satanic ritual with a plum, or am I doing some sort of, like, prayer session with a plum? Because these things matter. I would rather do the demonic plum, to be totally honest with you. I feel a lot more comfortable on the darker side of things. I have a feeling that there is Wi-Fi in hell, but probably not in heaven, because it's a sin or something. So, I don't know. Yes, I would. If it's a demonic ritual, I would have a demonic ritual with a plum. I think that sounds like fun, actually. And the last question, will you ever do more reviews of games or do top 10 stuff? That was kind of answered before, actually. Next gen, subscribe, link in the description. So yeah, there you go. But that's it. Those are the questions I got. Those are the responses I have. So, you know, for whatever reason, some of you guys were interested in things like the Massive Attackia, and I don't think you were actually interested in that. But yeah, I hope, you know, your questions were answered as satisfactory as possible. If you have any more questions, you can leave them in the description, or in the comment section of this video, and as well as maybe your suggestions for what I can do for 2K subs eventually. And I will answer them in a comment as best as I can. So, unless it's really, really interesting, in which case I'll do a whole video on it somewhere else, and I'll link you to it. But good luck catching my interest that much. If somebody does that, I will give them something. If you can ask a question that catches my interest so much that I have to make a video just to explain my answer because it just can't work in type, I will give you something. I don't know what I'll give you, but I'll figure it out. So, get those brains working, try to figure something out to make me stumped so much that I have to do a video. I think that'd be interesting just to see what people come up with. But anyway, guys, that's it from me. I am going to go and finish my pizza, and I got a Skype message you probably heard. That's probably the guys wanting to play some AoE, so I'm going to play some AoE. So, hooray. Thanks for watching. I will see you all next time. Peace.